Okay, you're live.
We are live. Okay, hi, it's Jeff Pulver, and welcome back to Jeff's Place. I thank everyone who's joining us today. I am grateful to the artists that are here, to those listening, and those who have fun on the replay. It's just fun to connect, and especially I can't now believe it's April 2022. Been an interesting year for me personally, and the nice thing about it is the continuity of life is music just keeps us connected. And I'm especially grateful to our friends joining us today. It's we have John, Todd, Kerry, maybe Colm. We'll find out. Lauren is the producer, and Harry is the associate producer, hanging out somewhere south of here, at an undisclosed location that looks pretty sunny. So anyway, if you'd like to learn more about the artists, please look in the chat. Lauren will be sharing the social media links during the show. And the best thing you could do for these artists is to buy their music, send tips, follow them in social media, do anything and everything possible to help promote the music you like and to help promote independent artists and really music in general. If you're listening to this show and you enjoy the music heard here, this is the first of many reminders you'll receive that in June, we're bringing Jeff's Place live into Boston at the City Winery. I believe it's June 2nd. It's going to be 8 o'clock at night, and we're going to be playing the songbook of Harry Chapin. And we're doing this as an international effort to raise money for Why Hunger. And that's going to be June 2nd in Boston at City Winery. And really grateful to both Why Hunger and the folks at City Winery for supporting this. And we'll be sharing more details soon. You can buy tickets real soon. As soon as they get set up, the tickets will be for sale. So without much further ado, I'd like to welcome our first guest joining us live from Ireland, I believe. John, how are you? Good evening, good afternoon to you.
Hey Jeff, great to see you.
How you do? What are you up to these days? And how is life around you?
Oh, it's brilliant. It couldn't be better, to be honest with you. We're back, live performances, people enjoying themselves, people are coming to Dublin again. It's great.
Well, I look forward to heading to Dublin myself. I love the live music scene there, and
yeah.
I look forward to traveling in general. But first, I have to deal with certain things in the States.
Of course. Yes.
Without much further ado, I'm gonna head it over. I'm gonna take myself off stage over here and just
Great.
ask if you could properly introduce yourself and introduce the songs as you play them.
Great, thanks. My name's John Lynch. I'm an Irish singer-songwriter. And I'm going to perform some songs for you this evening. I'm going to do a song. It's just been on my mind for the last week or so I have to get it out. It's Mark Knopfler actually wrote this song. It's called "Sailing to Philadelphia," and it celebrates Mason and Dixon, who actually discovered the line in America, and they navigated all the way. It's their backstory. One guy from Newcastle, colloquially known as a Geordie, and then a guy from the West Country in Cornwall, and the two of them came together. So it's just on my mind, and I want to sing it this week. But as you know, Jeff, it turned into a John Lynch song.
Of course it will.
Okay. I'm Jeremiah Dixon. I'm a Geordie boy. Glass of wine with you, sir, and the ladies I'll enjoy. All Durham and Northumberland, measured out by my own hand. It was my fate from birth, leave my mark upon the earth. Calls me Charlie Mason, the stargazer am I. It seems that I was born to chart the evening sky. They cut me out for baking bread, I had other dreams instead. This baker's boy from the West Country would join the Royal Society. We are sailing to Philadelphia.
far away from the cold heat time, sailing to Philadelphia to draw the line, the Mason-Dixon line. You're a good surveyor, Dixon, and I swear you make me mad. The West will kill us both, you gullible Geordie lad. Up and see the sun, new morning has begun. We are sailing to Philadelphia, far away from the cold heat time, sailing to Philadelphia to draw the line, the Mason-Dixon line. I'm Jeremiah Dixon, I'm a Geordie boy. Glass of wine with you, sir, and the ladies I'll enjoy. All Durham and Northumberland I should help in my own hand. Calls me Charlie Mason and stargazer am I. It seems that I was born to chart the evening sky. They cut me out for baking bread, I had other dreams instead. Baker's boy from the West Country joined the Royal Society. We are sailing to Philadelphia, far away from the cold heat time, sailing to Philadelphia to draw the line, the Mason-Dixon line, the Mason-Dixon line.
Wow, very well done. Nice.
you.
I hear how you made that a John Lynch song. Yes. It's,
Oh yeah, it's been a while, you know, I haven't sang it in a while and kind of lost a couple of verses there, but no one knew.
I enjoy Mark Knopfler's work, but I certainly like it also when it's reinterpreted and when it just comes through other folks too. It's just it's nice to hear that today. Thank you for that.
Nice, Jeff. I want to do another song. This is an original song I started to work on. And I wrote it about the Ukraine and the Russian problem that's going on over there. And it's basically, I wanted to make it, when I perform songs, especially live music to people, there's an energy that happens. And there is an enormous amount of healing that could be had from that energy.
Absolutely.
So, everybody is so connected today that sometimes it's nice, given the conversation we had before we come on air, Jeff, just disconnect everything.
Yes.
And absorb that energy. So I wrote this song primarily for the Ukrainian people to believe in themselves, that whatever you're going through is going to end. And you'll get on to the other side and move on. So it's kind of an anthem. It's called Believe. And I dedicate it to yourself, Jeff.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
It wasn't on the list. Now it's on the list.
Love it.
And the sun splits the sky. As I walk along, I wonder why you drew the battle lines of what is right, what is wrong. and you terrorize my sense of self. Who am I? I'm lost in time, and this time is not my own, but believe in you, and believe in you. People turn away from the things that we learned back in the day. Our children's minds, they're led astray, far away, and they won't be back again. But believe in you, and believe in you. More than 2 months have passed. How much longer must this fighting last? Save our souls from the looking glass. The past is gone and there's no tomorrow. And believe in you, and believe in you, in you. Underneath the sun, the missiles and guns and the staring down barrels of rifles fill the soldiers with lies, and the bullets fill the skies, and the women and children take refuge. Blood and history repeats. We take a back seat while the leaders count out the plunder. And believe in you, and believe in you, and believe in you.
Oh, that was absolutely terrific. That was great. My God, wow. That was strong, powerful song
Thank you.
with light and hope and just absolutely strength. Thank you for that.
You're very welcome, Jeff. Now we're gonna do something here. Just gotta fix this thing, you know.
Yes, I know how that goes.
What's the weather like over in where you are?
Well, winter's finally over, and it's temperature is warm enough to go outside without a jacket. So it's best I could hope for these days.
Nice one. Yeah, what else really needs to do? There it there.
Still gets cold at night, but the days are at least getting warmer.
Good. There's a song actually here, right?
I'll give you the story behind it. There's a man called Christy Moore. Anybody know Christy Moore? Christy Moore is a very famous Irish songwriter. And he played with a band in the 1970s, coming into the 80s, called Planksty. And I was a big fan of Planksty. When I heard the Black Album and Planksty, it opened my mind. But the story goes, Christy Moore was walking through, in Dublin at the time, all along the Liffey, if you're familiar with Dublin.
Yes.
The Liffey has the walls on both sides, and they're known as the quays. And there was all these rooms there, they're known as auction rooms. So years ago when you were renting a flat or you rented a house, you went to these auction rooms and you bought a lot of second-hand furniture, right? So you'd walk around these places and you'd have a look first, and then you go into the auction and you pick your stuff. So the story goes, Christy Moore is walking through this auction and he's opening the drawers, as you do, right? And he's having a good look. And he found this manuscript. And it was an ancient manuscript, right? It was a real old story.
Oh, wow.
The love affair, right? About a soldier. And we're talking soldiers with swords here, right? We're talking about the 1700s.
Oh, my goodness.
Right, so, and the soldier fell in love with a lady, and the lady was the wife of a lord, okay?
Ooh.
So they had a sordid affair in the background. And it goes between various characters in the story. And what I love about Irish folk music is the stories and the historical context that it gives you.
Right.
And what's fascinating about this particular song is it jumps between the characters. So, you know, it's from their perspective each time.
I love that.
So you might be able to follow it, right? There's some funny place names, Buckleford Berry, and I think that might be from England, right? So this could have travelled between England and Ireland. But anyway, Christy Moore decided to put an old Irish air on top of this thing, and he just tells the story. So I'm going to give it a go, right?
Absolutely.
And I wouldn't say anybody has ever heard it before here on this Zoom call.
Very true. I believe so.
I hope you like it. It's called Little Musgrave. But before I start, if you look it up, it's not going to sound like this. This is John, right? John Lynch.
The John Lynch version, yes.
It fell upon a holy day, as many in the year, and Musgrave to the church you go to see fine ladies there. Some were dressed in velvet red, and some in velvet pale. Then came Lord Bernard's wife, she's the fairest among them all. And she cast an eye on little Musgrave, as bright as summer sun. Said Musgrave to himself, this lady's heart I've won. And I have loved you, fair lady, in full and many a day. And I have loved you, little Musgrave, and never a word to say. And I have a bower in Buckleford Berry, it's where my heart's delight. I'll take you back there with me if you lie in my arms tonight. But standing there was a little foot page, from the lady's coach she ran. Although I am a lady's page, I am Lord Bernard's man. Oh, me Lord Bernard will hear of this, whether I sink or swim. And everywhere that bridge was broke, he'd enter the water and swim. Oh, me Lord Bernard, you are a man of light. But Musgrave is at Bucklefoot Berry, asleep with your wedded wife. Oh, if this is true, my little footpage, this thing you tell to me, all the gold in Bucklefoot Berry I'll gladly give to thee. But if this is a lie, my little footpage, this thing you tell to me, from the highest tree in Bucklefoot Berry, it's hanged you will be. And saddle for me the black, he said, and saddle for me the grey, and sound your horn, not, he said, lest I come and be betrayed. Oh, I think I hear the morning call, I think I hear the jay, I think I hear Lord Bernard's man, I wish I was away. Lie still, my little Musgrave, and hogging me from the cold. It's nothing but that shepherd lad, and he's bringing his flock to fold. And it's not your hawk upon its perch, your steed eats oats and hay, and you've a lady in your arms, and still you're going away. Well, he turned around and he kissed her once, and then they fell asleep. One day he awoke, Lord Bernard's men were standing by their feet. And how do you like me bed, he said, and how do you like me sheets? How do you like me fair young girl, and she's lying in your arms asleep? Oh, I like your bed, he said, it's great, it gives me pain, and I'd rather have £100 than be on the plain. Rise up, oh little Musgrave, rise up and then put on. It'll not be said in this country you slayed a naked man. And slowly he got up, slowly he put on, slowly marched down the stairs, thinking to be slain. Oh, there are two swords down by my side, and dear they cost me purse. You can have the best of them, and I will take the worst. And the first strike little Musgrave struck, it hurt Lord Bernard sore. And the next stroke Lord Bernard struck, little Musgrave struck no more. And how do you like his cheek, he said, and how do you like his chin? How do you like his dead body, now there's no life within? Oh, it's more I love his cheek, she cried, it's more I want his chin, it's more I want the dead body than all of your kitten kin. And he's taken out his long sword to strike a mortal blow, and through the lady's heart the cold blade did go. A grave, Lord Bernard cried, to put these lovers in. me lady on the upper hand, she come from better kin. For I just killed the finest knight that ever rode a steed, and I just killed the finest lady that ever did a woman's deed. It fell upon a holy day, as many in the year Musgrave to the church you go to see fine ladies there.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
It
it's
just
epic.
doesn't sound like that because that's the John Lynch version. My goodness. That was great.
There's 20 million verses in that one.
Wow. Well, yours is beautiful. So nice.
Well, it's a book, you know, so, I mean, it tells a tale. I was fascinated by that particular story.
Wow.
And it's rare you get the audience for that, so thanks for indulging me in that.
No worries. You have a very captive audience.
Thank you. I'd like to sing the next song and dedicate this to my wife. I think she's watching at home.
I think she is.
And we shall be having a glass of wine after this while I watch the rest of the performers.
Wonderful.
But this is a song called Sands of Time. And I wrote this with her and I in mind. As, you know, things get a bit hectic every now and again in everybody's life. And it's nice to remember it, to just slow down, you know.
Absolutely.
So let that be a message. It's great, and thanks very much for having me here, Jeff and Lauren.
Always a pleasure.
and Harry.
Really an honor to have you. Really, we appreciate your energy and your everything.
I do my best. As I said, this to me, you hear a lot of people talk about mindfulness and meditation. And to me, this is almost like praying. This is like meditation. When you connect with a song and you connect with a performance and an audience, it can't be beaten. It just
Absolutely.
can't.
Absolutely right.
Sorry, I just want to get this right here. New strings, what can I say?
When day turns night, I lie alone, watching my life gone by. Things I've seen, all the places too, and things left undone. Time seems slips away, it never crossed my mind. I wouldn't do the things I thought I'd do, I just ran out of time. There's no one there to dry your tears, carry on with your plan. No point in praying or wishing, girl, when time is sand slipping through your hand. Those things you did and things you said, you better leave them behind. What matters next is here and now, in your heart and mind. 'Cause you and I will fade away like two clouds in the sky. Will it matter in 100 years if we live or die? There's no one there to dry your tears. Carry on with your plan. No point in praying or wishing, girl, 'cause time is sand slipping through your hand. And slow the sands of time, slow the sands of time. There's no one there to dry your tears. Carry on with your plan. No point in praying or wishing, girl, 'cause time is sand slipping through your hand. And time is sand. Time is sand, oh, time is sand, slipping through your hand.
So beautiful. Wow. Absolutely stunning. That was great. Oh my God. I was just like taken someplace else. So John Lynch, give it on up. Really, it was a pleasure to have you here today. And really, much love to you and your family. And that was absolutely great.
Thanks,
Thank
Jeff. Back at you. Great to see you.
Great to see you. And I know you'll be back. So Lauren, just checking. I guess Colm is just going to be on this. Is he here or is he on the sidelines, Laura?
Colm is here. He is co-hosted with you. So both of you can come in for a second and say hi. And then it's Colm's turn to sing.
Oh my goodness.
Let's just find out where he is. Where are you, Colm? There he is. Look at that. There he is.
Check him out. He's here.
Face of great desperation. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
A little bit louder, but yes, I think I can.
Yeah. No, I had to try 3 different laptops and this is the third one and it's finally working. So yeah.
Just a little louder, my love.
Your audio is a little
Or you just have to be closer.
Closer to your mic.
I can pull the mic over to myself. This better?
Yes.
Okay. I can make the mic closer to me during the set. How's everybody doing?
Relatively speaking, we're here. We're happy to be here and happy to see you.
Excellent. Delighted to be here.
So so you're co-hosting, and so I'm happy to be here with you, and I'm so great. And thank you, by the way, for being my backup. So I'm grateful for that, and we'll catch up. But I announced that we're doing the show in Boston on June 2nd. I know you will be performing, and you are our musical director too. I want people to know that you're going to help curate the playlist for the Harry Chapin songbook. So, which means we have to talk soon to just finish the show.
Yeah, big time. But it's going to be incredible, and I can't even. I have no words, but I'm so excited and I'm so flattered that you'd have me be a part of the event too. So thank you so much for that.
Not only be part of the event, to literally be musical director for it. So
yeah, I mean above and beyond. So thank you so much. But it's going to be great, and it's going to be great to be with you in Boston too, at long last.
I'm certainly looking forward to that. We've certainly been planning it for a very long time. I gotta take my spotlight off. So Colm, it's you're on stage. What kind of set do you have for today?
Well, I want to get the mic to a spot where you can actually hear me for a start. So
Are you in a gym? It looks like you're in a gym.
this is yeah. I'm in my mom's house today, and out the back we have like a gym.
I believe this is the first broadcast at Jeff's Place ever from inside of a gym.
Yeah, I know. It's one of those days.
Okay.
Okay. Let me just see what the piano sounds like. I'm playing piano today, so
All right.
you tell me if I need to go louder.
A little louder, but it's going to drain out your vocals. If you don't have a mic stand or something, it's going to make it hard.
Okay. Just want to see how close I can get this mic to me.
When you're talking on top of it, you sound loud and fine and all that stuff. It's looks like you need to be closer to you, but let's see. And just direct your
Okay.
voice.
How's that?
It sounds okay. Maybe just do like I'm sorry we're doing a sound check while we're doing.
No. That's my bad. So like, it's a little bit funny.
That's good. Very good.
Okay. And if I'm gonna take these off, but you should still be able to hear me. So you just give me a thumbs up if you can.
Okay.
Can? Great. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. Oh, I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, hey, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in the traveling show. Oh, I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody that this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, that I put down in words how wonderful life is that you're in the world. I sat on the roof, I kicked up the moss. Well, a few of the verses, well, they've got me quite cross, but the sun's been quite kind while I wrote that song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting, but these things I do, you see, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really need is yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. And you can tell everybody that this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, that I put down in words how wonderful life is that you're in the world. I hope you don't mind, that I put down in words how wonderful life is that you're in the world.
Yes. Wow. That was great. Yes, that was wonderful, Colm. Thank you. And thank you so much for all the efforts, for being here. I appreciate the frustration and the challenge, the angst, and it was very nice. I mean, by the way, the overall volume level is probably like if you made it 10% louder, it would be fine. But I think we all can. Everyone around, if those whose video are on, you guys hearing Colm okay? Yes, thumbs up. Yes, we're good. Dom, we're good. Okay, so we're good, Colm. I just wanted to check.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
So what inspired you to start with that song?
Stress. I was going, like, usually I kind of had a couple of new songs in mind to do, and I might do one or two of them, but songs like that are just an easy go-to, and it's always nice to be able to play it on piano too.
Absolutely. That's wonderful. Well, hey, it's I like how you opened the set. Yeah, Andy's saying you can use more volume. I agree, Andy, but it's a challenge in doing in Colm's
gym.
MacGyvered weight room turned into recording studio, broadcast studio. It's we'll take what we can get sometimes, but
yeah. Well, I'll try my best. I mean, I'm moving the mic as close to me as I can, so hopefully
it's all good. Hey, it's a best effort, and anyway, it's all for fun too. So it's all right. So that was but I appreciate that song for that reason. So so what's next?
Okay, so I'm gonna do the beauty of things like this, like Jeff's show, is you get to meet people from parts of the world that otherwise you never would, unless you were physically there. And this next song, at the height of the pandemic, a wonderful friend of mine, Kerry, asked me to do a virtual concert for her family, and I got to meet her wonderful grandmother, who only a couple of weeks ago passed away. But I was so taken with her story. She had a wartime romance that turned into a lifelong romance. And I wanted to write a song for her. So a lot of the time I write in character. And this song I kind of wrote from the perspective of her late husband singing to her. And it's kind of in the style of an old Sammy Kaye song or that kind of thing. So I'll play it for you. It's called It'll Always Be That Way.
Wonderful.
Darling, the stars shone on the night that we met, and the moonbeams did trail from your heel, and the sweet bluebird song filled the air as we swayed. And darling, it'll always be that way. You're a rosebud in spring, and the finest of things I would offer to capture your heart. My whole world's upside down since your love came to town. I'll be with you till the end, from the start. How can I tell you what your love means to me when your eyes fill the room like a song? I'd move mountains to be two souls in harmony. We're apart now, but we won't be for long. Darling, the stars shone on the night that we met, and the moonbeams, they trailed from your heels, and the sweet bluebird song filled the air as we swayed. And darling, it'll always be that way. Oh darling, it'll always be that way.
Wow. I mean, wow doesn't cut it, but that's so nice, so beautiful, and a
Thanks,
wonderful story. My goodness.
thanks,
Wow.
thanks a
So
million.
nice.
Thanks for all the nice comments from people too. I hope this it was a little more clarity this time.
Yes. Don't you worry. We love you. So it's all good. It's all good.
Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it.
So, okay. So what's on your mind? So, okay. So,
What's on my What's on my mind? Well,
well, I should
really
ask you. So what's Dublin like for you? I guess things are opened up and you're busy now playing live shows and all that.
things are good, and actually, one of your guests here today, John Lynch, and myself have gigged in person, which is probably the first time.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's probably the first time that we that there's been two guests who've actually got to gig together in
Yes.
person, and
First of many times, I hope.
I hope so. And John is just superb. I mean, like John's a giant of song and an incredible individual too. So it's always great to share the bill with him, regardless whether it's virtual or in real life. So yeah, and I caught the end of his set too, which was gorgeous.
Wow. All right. So I guess your nights are busy playing live shows.
Oh yeah, yeah. Preoccupied with meandering thoughts and all that kind of stuff.
Wow. Okay. So this is the easy side then, but it's and
Exactly.
comfortable. Feels like family, you know. So it's all good.
Yeah, here in the gym.
Here in the live from the gym. It's Colm, Gavin. Yes, it's
I know. If I had a little bit more time, I would have put like a curtain backdrop behind me or something. But you know.
I actually think keeping you in the gym keeps it real, makes it real. It's the best backdrop I've seen so far in Zoom. So it's
Yeah,
all good.
it really pumps it up though.
Yeah.
It pumps it
Oh,
up.
it does. It does.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Well, I'm open to requests too, but I actually wrote something new this morning. If you'd like to hear it.
From today, absolutely. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Kerry Patrick Clark said, "I like the way they
Wait.
add some heaviness to your tune." Okay.
Well
All
said.
right. So this tune that I'm going to do, I wrote this morning, and it's I'm doing a session in Sun Studios in Dublin tomorrow, and my good friend Johnny B asked me to play a tune that I wrote for acoustic guitar, but I wrote on the piano, and it's called "What's It Like in LA." Well, howdy, hello. It's been a long time, I know. Oh, maybe it's too new. Oh god, thought I might have had lyrics sliding. Hold on. If I forget the words, I'll just do something else. Well, howdy, hello. It's been a long time, I know. It took me all day to sum up the news that you already know. And today here's a lot like yesterday. I'm sure tomorrow's gonna look quite the same. So that's why I asked, what's it like in LA? Do you still find the time? Maybe once in a while to traipse Barnes and Noble, read on the beach, and then laugh till you cry. You know I never was one for the Palisades, and come to think about it, neither were you back then anyway. What's it like in LA? Home of the brave, Coca-Cola and jeans. We had thirsty to drink Tuesdays, now it's kale and old string beans. Every morning's like a symphony, each night a serenade with a tune that goes la-di-da, la-di-da-di-di-da, la-da-da-da-da-dee, la-da-da-dee, da-da-da-da-da-da. I just better sign off anyway. I guess there wasn't much I wanted to say, except that it's late. And something else, but hey, that can wait. What's it like in LA?
All right, I give you absolute applause. I mean, wow, that was great. You that's brand new as of this morning.
As of, yeah, just about 9 hours ago. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So how was that a song that just came to you in moments, or you worked on that for a while?
No, I was so going about the daily stuff. I had this kind of la da 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 dee da da da, and then this la da da dee da 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 dee da 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 dum dum da 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 dee da 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 la da 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 dee da da do da 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 dum da 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 da. Yeah.
The very first two chord changes reminded me of a certain 70s songs, easy listening 70s, and then he took it.
Yeah, down the Gilbert O'Sullivan route.
Yeah.
Well, like that could very easily be. No, I can't forget. The
Yes, yeah, exactly.
your face as you were leaving. Yeah, yeah.
At the same time, chords are chords, you know, and you get to play however you want to. That's beautiful. All right, so you're taking requests, but what are your favorite requests to play?
Oh well, like I mean, because we're going to Boston, I could do.
Go ahead.
If you
Little
want.
tears? Why not?
Okay. Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You want to be where you can see troubles are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name. Roll out of bed, Mr. Coffee's dead. The morning's looking bright. Your shrink ran off to Europe and he doesn't even write. Your third fiance didn't show. Be glad there's one place you can go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You want to be where you can see troubles are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name. Couldn't think of the last verse.
That was nice. Hey, it's all good. That was nice. Thank you for that.
No problem.
Wow. Oh wow. Do you want to do one more, or you
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind if you want me to do one. I'll do one. Yeah, for sure.
Lauren, what's your favorite? You get to ask if you unmute yourself.
My favorite? You know my favorite.
I mean, you ask Colm. He's here.
Cats in the Cradle?
Yeah, if you give me a second to get my guitar, I can do it. No problem. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
Why not? We'll just mess up this
Just over here.
completely. You're listening to Jeff's Place. You're watching Jeff's Place. I'm Jeff Pulver, together with some fun artists, bringing together some of the best live music on the internet, both live and if you're on the replay. But please be sure to follow our artists on social media, tip as you can, and certainly look to join us on weekly on Thursdays at
Thanks for the
2
patience,
o'clock
everybody.
Eastern. And this is Colm set live from the weight room. Good. Of course, now you have to make the guitar louder. Bring up the volume on the guitar.
I can. Do you know what I can do? I can bring my mic. I'll turn off the piano. I'll bring my mic closer to me. So this should be good. Better?
Yes, it's better.
Okay, cool. All right, this is for Lauren.
For Lauren.
And thank you so much to all you guys for your patience. And I'm sorry that technology just wasn't on my side today, but I'm really glad I got to do this. So
Happy to have you.
thank you so much. Okay. Well, my child arrived just the other day, came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away. He was talking for I knew it, and as he grew, he'd say, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue, the man on the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a cool time then. Well, my son turned 10 just the other day. He said, thanks for the ball, Dad, come on, let's play. Can you teach me to throw? I said, not today, I got a lot to do. He said, that's okay, and he walked away and he smiled and he said, you know, I'm gonna be like him. You know I'm gonna be like him. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue, the man on the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a cool time then. Well, he came from college just the other day, so much like a man I just had to say, son, I'm proud of you, can you sit for a while? He shook his head and he said with a smile, what I'd really like, Dad, is to borrow the car keys. See you later, can I have them, please? And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue, the man on the moon. When you're coming home, son, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a cool time then. Now I've long since retired, my son's moved away. I called him up just the other day. Said I'd like to see you if you don't mind. He said I'd love to, Dad, if I could find the time. You see, the new job's a hassle and the kids have the flu, but it's sure nice talking to you, Dad. It's been sure nice talking to you. And as I hung up the phone, it occurred to me, he'd grown up just like me. My boy was just like me. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue, the man on the moon. When you're coming home, son, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a cool time then.
Wow. 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 That was beautiful.
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much.
That was so magical. All right. Well, Colm, thank you for that set. We
Thanks.
go on. I'd go on forever, but we have two other artists here, and I'll let them. Do you want to play host, or do you have time to hang out, or do you have to go
Oh,
somewhere?
I've time. I've plenty of time to hang out, so I'll do whatever I can to make up for.
No, no need to make up for. You'll be doing a lot of work leading up to June, so this is just the beginning. But that's a preview
Okay.
what it will be like at the City Winery, for sure. Everyone's invited, whether you're performing or not, just to come out and really support the Songbook of Harry Chapin, donate time, and just build awareness for Why Hunger. It's amazing. You know, he started that charity in 1975, and it's been around for such a long time, and they've been doing great things every year. And last year here at Jeff's Place, we did a virtual concert, and thanks to the success of that, we were able to now take it real and bring the people together and really create that virtual. Well, we may be broadcasting it live, we'll see, but we certainly will have a physical presence. So it's going to be fun. So our next artist up is Todd Greene. So Colm, you could co-host with me, and let's bring Todd up to the stage. There you go. There's Todd.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey, Todd. You're looking like a young Tom Waits.
Say what?
You're looking like a young Tom Waits. You're looking
Oh
good.
man, that's a big compliment. Thank you. I wish I could play like Tom Waits.
No, I bet you can. So how's everything with you? How's everything your side of the world?
It's good. The weather's changing, just like Jeff said. Here, down south, we're south of Jeff by quite a bit. I'm in western North Carolina.
Excellent.
So the spring has sprung. The little flowers are popping up everywhere, and the clouds come and put some rain on us, and then the sun comes and shines on us and gives us some warmth. It's been beautiful. We've had some cold weather, but it's been beautiful for the most part, and just getting prettier by the day.
Yeah, everywhere you look, it all feels like Bambi.
I know. Yeah. We have there, a lot of people around here. I live near in and around the mountains, and there's all these fields of everything from March flowers, daffodils, and there'll be these pictures now online all the time. You see someone has gone on the hike to go find these big fields of flowers, and it's just beautiful.
Wow. So after captivating us with all of that imagery, Todd, what's the first tune you're going to play for us?
The first song is called Daffodils. No, I'm just joking.
Dewdrops and buttercups and all.
Daffodils everywhere. No, I'm just playing around. I'm sorry. I don't know what got into me. I think I'll do this. Just some things are going on around us all the time. And I don't know. I wrote this song several years ago. I don't know how long ago this was written, 5 or 8, 7, something ish. And I don't know. I was just sitting around one day thinking to myself, what do you see, man? I mean, what you think what you see and is what it is. But I mean, what is it you really see and feel, and what are you dealing with, and how do you choose to look at it, man? It all happens here first, and we kind of go through our process, and sometimes it's a perspective, we're talking to ourselves and going and saying the wrong things. And so I just wrote this song because of that, really, is all it is. It's called Can You See? Can you see? Can you see? Things get rough. Are you sure? Are you sure enough? If it all came crashing in, would your faith be thin? Would your faith be thin? Crashing in. Did you feel it coming? hidden dream while you were running. If it all came crashing in, would your love be thin? Would your love be thin, crashing in? No more indecision to keep you from your vision. All you got to do is try inside. Oh, can you see? Can you see the warning? With no fear, with no fears, while you are going on the dawning. Oh, if it all came crashing in, would your hope be thin? Would your hope be thin, crashing in, crashing in?
Absolutely gorgeous, Todd. Gorgeous.
Oh, thanks. I hadn't played that in a while. I was trying to play songs I hadn't played in a while today.
It's always a tricky prospect,
I
especially when you
know.
find yourself 2 minutes into it and you're like, where do we go from here?
Where did I forget this part?
That was gorgeous. What do you
Well,
want to play for us next?
I've recently done that, like crack out a song that I haven't played in quite some time. I've been songwriting for a while. Even though I may look like a young Tom Waits, I got a lot of time under my belt. And I want to try this just because we're all like, this is kind of a comfortable crowd, and I do this at shows too. I mean, if I'm, just kind of catch a vibe or something, or remember part of a song or something, I'll play it for people. So I'm going to try this. And I won't get through all of it, promise you. This is a song I wrote with, I co-wrote when I used to live in Nashville, Tennessee years and years and years ago. And I got super lucky meeting several people, but, one in particular kind of took me under her wing a bit. And at a time when I really needed to be, kind of guided. And I mean, as any artist goes, we all have someone that has mentored us, or that we look up to, or try to model ourselves after or follow in some way, shape, or form. And, I was kind of trying to figure out who I was, for one, musically, and two, how to really circumnavigate, songwriting, and just being kind of new at it at that time. And so I got to meet this lady, and she was like, "Come over sometime, and I'll listen to your songs. Give you an honest opinion or whatever too. And so that was 1992, I think. Wow, that's crazy.
The year I was
And
born.
her name is Jana Stanfield. So Jana helped me write this song. And it was based off of a friend. I'd never really written songs about somebody else, even third person, whatever, and so this friend of mine had broken up with a girlfriend, and he was like, man, I just can't, get her out of my mind and stuff. And he said, I keep calling her sometimes, and, just to talk to her to see, if we can work it out, or, just, I shouldn't be calling her and stuff like that. And I was like, well, man, you got to do what you got to do, So this is what came from it. It's called, what is it called? Oh, you'll hear it. It goes, and this is country. This is as country as I ever got. How you doing? I just had to call and say that I still think of you each and every day. Are you crying? I can't count the tears I've cried, and I can't help myself, but I can't say goodbye. So I keep hanging on to all those tender memories, hanging on even though I know I shouldn't be, hanging on 'cause this love is all that's left of me. So I'm hanging on 'cause I'm afraid to fall. That's about as far as I can get with that.
Gorgeous.
I've got to remember the rest of it someday.
Gorgeous. You're channeling your inner George Jones there. Beautiful.
Inner George Jones. I like that.
Beautiful, beautiful. And 1992 was the year I was born, so it has a special meaning for me too. Yeah.
So I have songs as old as you.
I know, frightening, isn't it?
I'm going to play you another now. I'm getting there. How about I'll do this tune. I got to do it anyway. It's a song. Okay, so I've got an EP that's going to be coming out pretty soon. As soon as we get it wrapped up, and ready for final mix and master and everything. But it's 3 new songs really is what it is, and 2 of them are older songs that never really had a life of their own in terms of production. And so I enlisted a good friend of mine, and he's helping to produce it, Gabe Berdulis in Nashville, and we're working on it. But we also wrote a tune together that'll be a new song, and so I'm looking forward to getting this out. But this will be on one of them, and I'll do it. It's a song I do anyway, acoustically, at any of my shows or anything. But it'll have a new sound come about June. It's called "Talk to Me." When I feel you falling, I can see you calling. Oh, it's just the way you go. And in your eyes there's terror, and I will be the bearer of your history. Oh, talk to me before the dawn set it free. Whoa, talk to me, won't you please? Will you tell me some things? Oh, and play my heartstrings. Then you tune me down. It won't get no clearer when I look in that mirror. This is going south. Oh, talk to me before the dawn set it free. Whoa, talk to me, won't you please? What more can I do to get through to you? There's no use if you won't, talk to me. Before the dawn set it free. Whoa, talk to me, won't you please? Baby, just talk to me. Will you tell me something? Yeah, and play my heartstrings. Then you tune me down.
Here you
Gorgeous. Gorgeous, Todd. Very reminded me of Lowell George from Little Feat. Very nice.
Go. Oh wow,
Very nice.
Lowell George, man, I'm gonna go out of this session with some really
I know.
lofty goals.
Yeah, and it was his birthday or his anniversary yesterday. So quite
That's
fitting
right.
too. Yeah, yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Mm,
Wow,
Crazy.
cool. Let's do on the other side of that. Let's try this then. Let me do capo. Is that 2 or 3? I'm gonna do it 2. Capo at the second. On the other side of the coin, a relationship song. This is a song I wrote just a few years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, I think. 3 years ago. It's called Why Can't We Be Easy? Oh, here we go again. Just when things get good and we're making plans, I thought this time that we were finally on the mend. Now I'm gone again. Whoa, what's happening here? How'd we get this way when we started out so well? So many times we've tried, but always seem to fail. Now I'm gone again. We make it harder than it has to be. Isn't there any way that we can agree? Instead of living in this misery, why can't we be easy? Why can't we be easy? Why can't we be easy anymore? Oh, why do we pretend even after we decided to be friends? Now you say that you say you understand. When you saw me with another, oh, you wanna get back together. Now I'm gone again. Trying to love you is getting harder every day. I think I know you, and then you push me away. We've been down this road so many times before. Always ends up with me walking out the door. Why can't we be easy? Why can't we be easy? Why can't we be easy anymore? Why can't we be easy? Why can't we be easy? Why can't we be easy like we used to be, baby? Oh, why can't we be easy?
Brilliant, Todd. Absolutely brilliant.
Oh, thank you.
Loved it. Loved it. Absolutely gorgeous.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it.
Let's check in with the Grandmaster to see how we're doing for time. Jeff, what do you think? We'll get Todd to do another one for us.
I'm just listening here, co-hosting in silence. I'm loving the stuff. It's just great. It's sounding great, and I will not fill in with more compliments, but wow, you do sound great.
Oh, thanks, bro. Thanks, JP.
So maybe one more, then because we do have one more artist in the wings there.
Yeah, sure do.
So maybe one more song.
You want to hear a Neil Young song?
Oh, anytime,
Yeah, for sure.
absolutely.
I mean, I don't know. They just popped in my head. I haven't.
That, and then we'll head it over to Kerry Patrick.
This is my version of this. Oh man, look at my life. 24 and there's so much more. Live alone in a paradise makes me think too. Love lost such a cause. Give me things that won't get lost, like a coin that won't get tossed, rolling on you. Oh man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. Oh, one look in my eyes, you can tell that's true. Ooh. Oh, lullabies look in your eyes.
run around the same old town. Doesn't mean that much to me, don't mean that much to you. I've been first and last, look at how the time goes past. But I'm all alone at last, rolling on you. Oh man, take a look at my life, I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. Oh, one look in my eyes, you can tell that's true. Ooh. Oh man, look at my life, I'm a lot like you. Oh man, look at my life, I'm a lot like you.
Beautiful, Todd. Absolutely.
Even
beautiful.
with the flub up.
Gorgeous.
was-
Absolutely.
Thanks, man.
Wow,
That was fun.
that was wonderful. Thank you so much for a wonderful set.
Oh man, I appreciate it, and I appreciate being here. It's awesome to see you guys and hear John and everyone. Man, they're so good. It's crazy, and all like I said before, it's like you're in Ireland, aren't you, Colm?
Yeah, me and John are in Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's
Yeah.
like we're here. That's the beauty of technology and bringing people together. And JP does that so well with Lauren, Harry. It's an incredible crew of people, professionals,
Well,
and I
thank
love it.
what I really enjoy is the intimacy of what we have, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We get to be together in the flow of now, so it's just
Yeah, man, big time.
it's like distance disappears, and we get to actually experience it in real time. And
Yeah.
we've never really had it like that. I mean, it's one thing if we use satellites and we had broadcasting and all sorts of stuff, but to
Yeah.
on a personal level and bring the songs into our living rooms, our homes, our bedrooms, our weight rooms, it's kind of nice to
Weight rooms, I like that. Pump it up, man. Come on.
pump it up. Well, hey, it's all good. Well, it's really nice to have you here, and I'm gonna bring on Kerry Patrick and Todd. Thank you so much for everything you do. It's really nice to have you, and your sound is wonderful.
Thanks. My great pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure.
I love that. I love that gravel voice. Just soulful. Oh, just
Oh, thanks,
amazing.
dude.
Nicely done, Todd.
Thanks, Kerry. Man, I appreciate that, Kerry.
Yeah, you're welcome. Colm, Jeff, Lauren, Harry, John. Who else do I miss? Did I get everybody?
I
Yeah.
think you're ticking all the boxes there, Kerry Patrick. How are you doing?
You can call me Kerry. I'm grand. I just want to break into an Irish accent because I have a name like the county in Ireland.
You
Where-
do, yeah.
Colm, where are you? Are you in Dublin?
Yeah. I'm in Dublin. Yeah.
So John sang a song about Philadelphia, and there's an incredible statue in Philadelphia called the Irish Memorial. I think I posted a link in the chat. You can walk around the statue. It's like almost like a living statue of the potato famine. The sidewalk that we walked up, you saw the people getting off, the Irish immigrants getting off the boat. Just happy to be someplace. And you walk around the statue, and it tells the story of the potato famine and the leaving and the sadness. And it's a really powerful story. Anyway, hi y'all, great to be with you.
Good to have you. So
Thank
tell
you.
us a little bit about yourself, Kerry, for those who wouldn't be as au fait with your material.
Wow. Well, all I'm qualified to do is to play music and sing. Lauren just posted, or Jeff just posted all my stuff. Hit my website, and because the stuff doesn't matter. It does matter, and I'm proud of an amazing career. Probably the thing that I'm most proud of is my son, 19, blonde, blue-eyed, adorable, gifted, talented singer-songwriter, cute as can be, looks just like me.
was just going to say he didn't lick all those characteristics up off a stone.
Come on, I'll be here all afternoon. He auditioned this past summer for American Idol. Spent 5 hours on a Zoom interview, and the two of us got to go to Austin, and he got to sing in front of the judges. And unfortunately, didn't make the show. But one of his good friends that he met there is one of the top 24 contestants right now. And yeah, it's just his name is Fritz. Fritz is from.
I've been watching the show. That's fun.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, Fritz is a really wonderful talent, and what an amazing. This is what I do. I'm a singer-songwriter. I've been a worship leader in my time. I've appeared. I went with my son because I've appeared on every single nationally televised talent show, and there have been 9 of them through the years before American Idol. And lost every one. And so, it was kind of fun to go see the magic and the difference of this reality television-based talent show versus Be a Star, You Can Be a Star, Charlie Daniels Music Talent Roundup, all the stuff that I've done on the 700 Club or the Country Television Network, whatever that channel is called. Anyway, and all that stuff doesn't mean a hill of beans, right? I'm not... Try not to be that guy that floats names, because, man, sing your songs, tell your story. And so what strikes me is this time that we're living in, and we were talking, a handful of us before, just about the craziness of life. So my 9th studio album came out just before the pandemic started. And it was an opportunity for me to remember the first song that I had written in 6th grade about running away with the circus. We all have a story, and we all have a 3 rings that we're jumping through, literally or figuratively. So as a middle-aged man, I thought it'd be fun to go back and revisit that song and those stories. Let's pretend we're in a circus. I got all the makeup and the masks. Everybody needs to choose one. All depends upon your act. I got elephants and tigers, and the clown car should be packed. Oh, that death-defying high wire. At one point all the nets retract. See a big top mic drop, and everybody's saying it's unbelievably amazing. Oh, in a top hat, all that, everybody's saying what a show. Yeah, what a show. So we all line up for our entrance. Animals and acrobats, then clowns. Cue that spotlight and the music. And oh, this big top, don't leave town. And we could talk about that later. When crowds don't come or don't react, we'll just try on different makeup and then rearrange the acts. See a big top, mic drop, and everybody's saying it's unbelievably amazing. Oh, oh, oh. In a top hat, all that, everybody's saying what a show. What you're thinking, need to let it sink in. I don't have all the details figured out. Living life is crazy, people need amazing So for just one moment we forget about see a big top mic drop. Everybody's saying it's unbelievably amazing. Oh, in a top hat, all that. Everybody's saying what a show. What a show. I mean, all you need to do is read the headlines of the day or turn on the news channel. Man, it's a three-ring circus. What a show.
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And
Oh,
what
thanks,
really
man.
is, there's like, it's full of melodic sophistication and yet has that eternal contemporary sound. You know, it almost sounds like the starting credits to Seventh Heaven or something like that. I mean that as a compliment because it's lovely. A lot of imagery in that. Beautiful.
I'm just taken with the accent. Just keep talking, Colm.
So while you tune, I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions actually. So you were saying your 9th studio album and that you recorded it just before the pandemic. So
Yeah, there was actually a cassette tape, and then actually there was a real album in 1985,
okay,
and then there was a cassette tape, and there have been 9 studio projects. So
that's incredible. So can I ask you about some of your early influences? Because I can detect little shades of stuff, but I think one of the things that rings true is that you're, and I would say the same of everybody who performed today, that there's something that's innately you in the song too.
Right.
But I'd love to know what some of your early influences would have been.
Well, you know, as we all do, right? All artists and singer-songwriters are just a funnel. I don't know that there's much original anymore. And I don't mean that the way that sounds. We're just a funnel. And so we take all the stuff that we love and it funnels through our life and through our lens and through our perspective and our experiences and our giftedness, and it comes out in a song. So who are my earlier influences? Bruce, you're absolutely right. You did detect a little David Wilcox influence, more in the alternative tuning stuff than in the songwriting. The stories, I grew up on John Denver. John Denver was my everything. I didn't need another artist. And when I heard Jeff and Lauren that y'all were doing a World Hunger Year fundraiser, I remember emailing y'all, and Harry included, saying, how can I be involved? Unfortunately, we're going to be down in North Carolina in Todd's area the couple days that around and during.
But I might be able to get you to come in virtually into Boston if City Winery will allow it, so that we can pipe you in. So don't count yourself out.
Oh, I would love to. And the reason I mention all that is because in 7th grade, this was a handful of years ago, my best friend came to me and said, hey, my aunt has tickets for John Denver. Do you want to go? I'm like, yeah, how much are they? Like $35. And so I talked my parents into loaning me the money, and I had to mow the yard the rest of the year. And I remember my mom taking an envelope out of her receipt box. And every time I mowed, she'd cross off $1.
Oh gosh.
Some would call it child labor.
Some would.
I would call it a miracle, you see, because on stage were 5 men. There was Harry Chapin, John Denver, Gordon Lightfoot, James Taylor, and Gordon Lightfoot's lead guitarist. Now, a more fascinating part of this story is I took a cassette tape recorder. That's a column. I'm not sure that you understand what that is.
Oh, no, I do. No, I'm with you. I'm
just playing with you, man. And I recorded, it was longer than 3 hours because I took 2 90-minute cassettes and I recorded the whole thing and then recorded over them years later because I didn't realize what I had. It was a concert called the Four Together concert. I'm in the nosebleed section, love John Denver, had no clue who these other people were. And Harry Chapin took the stage, and I was the only one in the audience. His ability to perform and capture my heart was simply stunning. So much so, the next day I ran out to the mall because that's where we bought our records. And I said, hey, do you have any Harry Chapin? And they said, who? Well, I just saw this guy and he was with John Denver and James Taylor. Oh, that's in this section. Go down there. I found the only Harry Chapin album, still one of my favorite Harry Chapin albums, called Legends of the Lost and Found.
Classic.
Learned Mail Order Annie because that was my fave, and Harry Chapin became my everything. I loved his stories, loved his ability to sing a song that lasted 20 minutes, you know? And so a lot of my storytelling came from the School of Music songwriting from Harry Chapin. So as we sort of look at where we are in the world, some of the Jewish faith are on the edge of Passover. Some of the Christian faith are on the edge of Easter. And for me, one of the greatest stories ever told is the telling of Jesus. And as a folk singer, because that's who I am and what I call myself, I decided one of my albums is an album called His Story, My Story, that is sort of the crossroads of a folk singer's retelling of the life of Jesus. And this is that moment in the Garden of Gethsemane when Judas comes and plants a kiss on Jesus's cheek, and it's a super Harry Chapin influenced song called One Kiss. Well, imagine the scene in a story. The writer had set the stage. The forces of good versus evil. Power of love against rage. Under the cover of darkness, shadows of evil move, surrounding the light of the loved one. What next will the dark ones do? One kiss, say how much I love you. One kiss to say goodbye. One kiss, I'm sorry it's true. I only wish that I could have become the one you wanted. But my heart has chosen this. One kiss, one kiss. 'Cause it's a story as old as ages, one my heart and head knew well. The voices they call from the darkness, love in my heart's not felt. I stand at the edge of this crossroads, wondering which way is best. Ask for a sign I can follow, a belief that will beat in my chest. One kiss, say how much I love you. One kiss to say goodbye. One kiss, I'm sorry it's true. I only wish that I could have become one you wanted. But my heart has chosen this. One kiss, silver shiny, head leads blindly and heart wants to be saved. Swords are drawing and one ear falling and one kiss betrayed. One kiss to say how much I love you. One kiss to say goodbye. One kiss, I'm sorry it's true. I only wish that I could have become the one you wanted. But my heart has chosen this. One kiss.
Gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Fabulous playing and a powerful sentiment too, which I think is probably a little bit of a nod to your ministerial days too, if I'm not
Oh, what are you on the website?
No.
All right, you're just paying attention.
I'm paying attention. Absolutely.
Well, you know, when you play music for a living and have children, traveling, being married, and being a great father are not conducive. So I've spent the last, 13, 14 years leading worship at a church which I love. I really love that job. Didn't necessarily love the meetings and the business of church work, but loved the music of it, and just loved being able to stay home and play music for a living. Fortunately, the around here, we were able to travel more. I actually was out in Missouri and Kentucky, and Indiana, heading up to Wisconsin a little later this summer, getting out a little bit more now that our son has graduated high school. And yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
But I just wonder, because when you talked about the influence of John Denver, there's a lot of John songs that do have, I won't say a parochial spin on them, but you could take a song like his song Matthew. I mean, to talk about his brother, I had an uncle named Matthew,
right?
Was his father's only boy. I mean, even it may not seem significant to many, but to pick a name like Matthew, has ecclesiastical shades or influences, and there's a lot of that. You listen to a piece like Annie's song in John Denver by John, and it could easily fit in at a communion or a confirmation or a wedding.
Absolutely.
Like there's that kind of pure holy truth in a lot of what John does, and I wonder, does that kind of lyricism influence you heavily, or I mean, is it just a hodgepodge of different things?
That's a really great question, Colm. You live in an area where believing in God and the faith, the following of believing in God, has created and caused a lot of death and a lot of war and a lot of bombings. I remember growing up, long before you were ever thought of, listening to nightly news that talked about bombings of the IRA or I think Sinn Féin. What is the sort of the other wing?
Well, Sinn Féin, yeah.
Yeah. So it's interesting, and I'm getting to your question in a roundabout way. Here's my belief: God is everything. I don't want that to be the cross that I carry, because more times than not, the Bible has been used and faith has been used as a weapon more than an ability to join people together and show them freedom, which is, in my understanding, is why Jesus showed up on this planet. We can get into a lot of conversation and a lot of argument. So that's my beginning. I'm on this planet. I wasn't supposed to live. And so the story that I heard growing up was, I got up every 2 hours to feed you, and you were underweight and you couldn't suckle. And I had to figure out, this is my mom talking, I had to figure out how to make you live. And, 58 years later, I'm alive and a little overweight, maybe a lot overweight. And the gift of music came too easy. And so it was not a question for me to go, there is a higher being, a greater power that's influenced over all of this and all of us. What I don't want to be is, I don't want to be preachy, and I don't want my songs, I don't want to appear to be a weapon of God. I want to be a peacemaker. Songs have an incredible ability to open hearts, to remind people of moments, as Lauren said. In fact, this is a segue into a song. Lauren thanked you, Colm, for singing one of my favorite Harry Chapin songs, and one of the only Harry Chapin songs that made it on the radio because it was short enough to, called Cats in the Cradle. And Lauren had said that my father passed away 24 years ago today, and so it leads me to, it really led me to sing this song. So Lauren, I know you're listening. You're getting ready for Passover. This is for you. Tall grasses wither, all flowers fade, yet through it all just one thing remains. Small children stumble, all children fall. They'll hardly notice, hear it all. They're before you, behind you, and right by your side. In the laughter and tears you have or will cry, everlasting, unfailing, and more than enough love. Father's love. Be strong, be courageous, do not be afraid. In loving and losing, and in every mistake, be slow to anger, embrace brotherhood. Seek more understanding than to be understood. There before you, behind you, and right by your side. In the laughter and tears you have or will cry. Everlasting, unfailing, and more than enough love. You were born to dare, to dream and try, and look the face of fear right in the eye. And if darkness descends, leaving nowhere to run, remember, you are my son and my daughter. There before you, beside you, and in every step, from the very beginning until you take your last breath. Everlasting, unchanging, and more than enough love. Father's love.
Wow, that was
Gorgeous.
beautiful, and yeah, that was absolutely wonderful. Thank you for sharing. And Lauren was shouting, and just thank you from both of us. Yeah, it was for us and on the state. So that was.
Oh, you were more than welcome.
Thank you. Wow. And I'm enjoying Colm co-hosting this. This is fun. Colm, thank you for co-hosting. I'm
Pleasure.
here
No problem.
to be present and to take in the music and the stories and the chat. It's just very nice.
Yeah, I appreciate, Colm, I appreciate your intelligence and your ability to hear beyond the song. And that's a skill that's not a skill you can learn, man. That's born into you. So no wonder your songs are as good as they are. Good on you.
Thanks, Kerry. Appreciate it. And you know what? I think what's funny listening to your songs, there's an abiding sentiment of trust, and it seems to run right the way through a lot of your songs, which is something that I suppose that has an eternal message. But today, more than ever, I think words like trust and loyalty and faith are things are kind of not taken for granted, but they really aren't emphasized as much as maybe they should be. And I just wonder how pillars like that, like how often you find yourself reaching that subject matter rather than the minor trivialities of life. Although I suppose it's the minor trivialities that make up all the big stuff. But I wonder, how often do you find yourself leaning to topics like that when you sit down with a pen and paper?
Pretty much all the time. You know, when you get to a point, love songs are great. I love love songs. I've written love songs, and not to discount or dismiss them. But my life is much richer because of my faith or my responsibilities or being a husband or struggling with, you know, through COVID, and recognizing that I have a vehicle that is not only my therapy and my therapist, but is a gift that needs to be shared with the world, right? And that's not coming from an egotistical place, because my job is just to sing. My job is just to write. The rest of it, you know, whatever you believe is how it gets out into the world. So when I sit down to write, it's a challenge for me to write a fluffy song. And having said that, I think my songs are catchy. I am not an idiot. I write songs that are hooky. I know about hook. I understand hook. That's what sells and captures people's ears, making those earworms. And so I think what makes a good song great is the depth of lyric in them. And I love the word trust that you have found woven in through the songs that I've chosen today. And I would agree with that. All those pillars that we talk about that, you know, for a young kid that's struggling through what he or she is struggling through, which is typical young kid stuff. Am I accepted in the world? Are people seeing me? Does somebody love me? Right? These are all journeys that we take. And when you get to a place in life where you go, I am loved, I am worthy, I have a gift, and it's time for me to share it. you sort of drop all those pretenses of trying to be liked, trying to be seen, and you're just like, man, I am who I am, and you either like me or not. Your job is to ask questions. My job is to answer them. My job is to ask questions of you, and that's how we, that's how we meet in the middle. Unfortunately, social media does not allow for conversation much anymore. It's more about somebody posting a point of view and others arguing for or against that point of view. So
It's all about the spirit of debate, isn't it, really?
well, yeah, indeed, yeah. So my last song is one of my favorites off the last album, which is a album called What a Show. This is a song for those of us who are going, yeah, we're sitting alone in a pandemic, we're Zooming, which is a gift, don't get me wrong. But I wonder if I matter. This is a reminder.
You're not the only one who's argued with a voice that has no claim. It still accuses, tried a million ways to stop the noise. The silence shows, then refuses, lies, the fears and doubts. That list just don't run out. Simple truth is love already mastered. You matter. You matter. From once upon a time till ever after. You matter. You matter. There are moments of regret in every life. Take a breath. Please remember, falling down, the struggling to rise, the wild extremes of storms you've weathered. Those clouds kept rolling in. Feels like they will not end. Simple truth is love already mastered. You matter. You matter. From once upon a time till ever after. You matter. You matter. Take a moment now and breathe it in. You're tingling your skin, that render. And if the tears should come, let them flow. You know that they know, yeah, they remember. Simple truth is love already mastered. You matter. You matter. Once upon a time till ever after. You matter. You matter.
Absolutely.
There you go, my friends.
A bula bus, as we say. Guramila Mahagat. Thank you so much. Absolutely
rough.
beautiful, Kerry.
Thanks.
Beautiful.
Wow, that was great. And you matter. That was wonderful. That was a wonderful way to end the show. It's just so nice. So thank you. Lauren, could you bring on the artists that are here? Everyone who's still here. And I guess stuff. So nice to see each of you. And Colm, thank you for performing and co-hosting.
Pleasure. Pleasure. So sorry for all the technical delays.
No, but as they say in Ireland, what brilliant is, lovely and brilliant is, lovely job.
Oh, very nice. Nice
Lauren,
impression.
spotlighted someone related to John. And Emily. Yeah, so we all missed Emily today. This is true. If you joined the show late, just as a heads up, yeah, Emily is working at Berkeley, and while she was scheduled for the show, I found out literally right before we went live that she had to do work. I don't know how crazy it is to actually have to be called into work to do work. So she could not make the show today, but she will be on a future show. and we are all working toward our live show on June 2nd in Boston. And I'm happy to have Colm not only joining us in Boston live, but also to be the musical director of our tribute to Harry Chapin to raise funds for Why Hunger. And so it is Colm who's going to help me manage the playlist and figure this out. And if it's at all possible through technology, Kerry will join us virtually. Okay, I see Emily's back on May 12th. Okay, that's all good. I'm sorry, Bruce, that she wasn't here today. I was disappointed too, but she'll be back May 12th. Guys, any before we close up, you all have the microphones. If you'd like to join in and say something, please do.
All my life's a circle, sunrise and sundown.
It is. You know, I saw my first sunset in about 8 months 2 days ago.
Fantastic.
When we moved to Connecticut, I lost the opportunity to see sunset by walking for 5 minutes. It's just a crazy thing that you take certain things in life so simple for granted, and when it's taken away, it's like it's missing. And so it was a very special sunset. I was so grateful to just see the golden sun, and of course we needed to have not a rainy day, not a totally cloudy day, so it had to come together, but it was so nice. So that was special. So yes, all my life's a circle. It's true.
And Jeff, Lauren, Harry, thank you for cultivating, creating, and honoring talent and providing a digital coffee house for us to share. Todd, John, Colm, what a treat. You guys in your own right are all incredibly gifted singer-songwriters. It's an honor to be on with you, so thanks. I applaud you.
Feeling is mutual.
Thanks to you, Jeff. Thanks a million for having me. Really appreciate it.
So, and Todd, I love each of your sets. Really, just so nice to be present and to take it in real time. It was so nice. And I see Andy Dixon's in the house. I just want to give a shout out to Andy. Andy is our home in Nashville, and if there are any artists here looking for a fine recording studio and a friend and a wonderful music person, my friend Andy is amongst the tops. There's Andy. Hey, Andy.
Nice to see you guys.
Nice to see you. I'm just sending people your way, you know.
Andy.
Hello.
and
how's it going, guys?
He's also a singer-songwriter himself. And anyway, we'll
and he knows Emily. Come on.
He recorded in his studio.
And Mickey Zip.
And Mickey Zip, that's right. And others soon, I hope.
Yes, hopefully.
Yeah. Janice Stanfield, who co-wrote a song with your guy there.
Todd.
Todd, thank you.
she probably, the one you probably recognize her for is the Reba McEntire song, If I'd Only Known.
Yeah, I've known Janet for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, my all-time favorite song she wrote, though, without any question, is I'm Not Lost, I'm Exploring. Great song.
She's gifted. I mean, and super nice person. You know, I haven't seen her in a long time, but one day that will hopefully resurrect that.
Well, I think some of us will meet in Boston, others will just meet in Nashville. We'll figure all that out.
Absolutely.
Somehow I see us doing a live show in Nashville in the not too distant future. But first up is our Boston show. So guys, wishing all of you a happy holiday, whether a happy Easter, happy Passover, happy living and enjoying your life and your soul. Just enjoy your life, take time and breathe. And no matter how crazy the world is outside, remember to be inside and just be there for you too.
Right on.
To be present. Colm, thanks for co-hosting. All of you, thanks for being here. Lauren, Harry, thanks for producing. And we'll be back next week, same time. And love and light to all. And thanks for joining the show today. It's Jeff Pulver and saying thank you for being part of Jeff's Place.
Thanks, Jeff.